Students are returning back to the classroom today. The Peoria Unified School District, one of the largest unified school districts in Arizona, is sending kids back to in-person learning today. Team 12's Jen Wahl joins us live this morning from Glendale. So Jen, what does their return to class look like?
Yeah, good morning to you, Rachel. So we've seen students across the state start to trickle back into the classroom over the last few weeks. Well, now today it's Peoria's turn, and the district is saying because benchmarks have been trending in the right direction, they are now giving it a go. Peoria Unified saying because of those benchmarks, they're moving in right into stage 4 of their return to school plan. That's starting this morning. The district saying kindergarten through 2nd grade students will return to in-classroom instruction. They'll do a regular schedule 5 days a week. The rest of the students, the district says, will have a targeted return date of next Monday, September 28th. That will be cleared if COVID-19 data continues in this same right direction. So to aim for that successful start, the district tells us they've done something a little different when it comes to return to school planning.
Right after those benchmarks came out, our superintendent called for a medical advisory team. And this is a team that is comprised of healthcare experts from all different areas.
Okay, and so Peoria schools also say they're still offering that virtual model for families that want that. They're also going to continue to watch ADHS data, as many districts across the state have told us they're doing so as well. So coming up here live at 6 a.m., we talked to the district and they shared with us some of their plans if they do start to see COVID-19 cases pop up. They have some courses of action in place. For now, we're live in Glendale. Jen Wahl, Today in AZ.
Yeah, I know a lot of parents want to hear about that. What will happen if we do have an uptick? Meantime, thousands of students are heading back to the classroom in Scottsdale. We talked to the Scottsdale Unified School District, and it says, or they say, keeping the classroom safe is going to be a group effort.
Our goal is to, by phasing it in, be able to open and stay open. But we recognize that none of us control what happens with COVID individually. And as a community collectively, we need everyone to be doing their part.
There are 29 physical campuses in the Scottsdale Unified School District, plus one online high school. The district supports more than 23,000 students. Also transitioning back to in-person learning today, Gilbert Public Schools. Gilbert Public Schools has 33,000 students at 40 schools.
Well, this morning, flags